Okay, so we're moving into the next game in a best of three series between D2LNG and 2ez4us. 2ez4us taking a very one-sided match in the previous game. So right now they are overperforming for their league, and we might actually move them up in the higher brackets soon enough. They were able to snowball Slash, who have been in the Silver League for a longer time than they have been since they started with the Bronze. So they're now moving up the bracketing, and they might be going against teams from the Gold League, such as Deadpan Gaming, Tactica Gaming, K70, Trends, and so on soon enough. Okay, it all depends on this game on how they will perform on this next game. So again, this is the second match between D2LNG and 2ez4us. The first match did go to D2LNG, to 2ez4us, and D2LNG needs to win the next two matches in order for them to take the best of three series. All right, so we're moving to drafting analysis, and I'll be giving the floor over to Coach.
All right, so right now, D2LNG, they take out a pretty safe first ban, Doom. Yeah, too easy. They do have the freedom to ban out any two heroes that they want right now because the first pick is going to D2LNG. So they might, typically, if you're giving the first pick to your opponent, then you would ban the kind of heroes that set the game with just one hero. Something like Faceless Void. Yeah, one of the bigger game pace setting heroes. Faceless Void, maybe even the Tide Hunter, Brewmaster. But to a lesser extent, you should avoid banning out heroes like Razor or Skywrath Mage because those heroes, while typically an okay pick, not really too important to give through as a first pick. So yeah, you should target your picks to you should get your picks targeted against big heroes like Death Prophet or Shadow Shaman. Heroes like those. Heroes that set the pace of the game. So now D2LNG, they ban out the Tinker. Yeah, the Tinker, I would say, was the only hero that they actually had difficulties with in the previous game. They didn't really lose either side, either of the side lanes, but the middle lane, yeah, it was pretty much won by the Tinker, which led to an early snowballing, and yeah, which ultimately led to the early GG of D2LNG. But now the Tinker is banned, and yeah, Death Prophet is banned out by 2ez, and the first pick is gonna go to D2LNG. Let's see what hero they will pick to dictate the pace of their game. So right now they do have a freedom to pick a lot of heroes. Okay, so Omni Knight, very unorthodox. They banned out Omni Knight a while ago. D2LNG banned out Omni Knight for their last ban. But right now they take it as their first pick, so kind of unusual. However, on the opposite side, 2ez pick up the Lycan. Lycan is typically, yeah, first ban. Right now, Lycan has gotten passed through the banning stage, so 2ez take this opportunity to pick up the Lycan as the first pick. And then they have the second consecutive pick after that. Yeah, you have to take note that the second pick is the only pick in the game that allows for two uninterrupted picks. So usually you would pick two heroes that synergize well with each other. In this case, yeah, Lycan, very good first pick. Witch Doctor is okay. It's alright all throughout. It doesn't really have that good blending synergy like if you would pick a Lycan and another pushing hero like Shadow Shaman. Okay, so right now Shadow Shaman has been banned out. But yeah, I guess you could already take advantage of the Lycan pick as is. D2LNG pick up Razor, and the second round of bans, we have both pushing heroes banned out right now. Both of the ward heroes, Shadow Shaman and the Venomancer. On the opposite side, Earthshaker is banned out. Earthshaker, quite a decent counter to Witch Doctor. The Death Ward can easily be cancelled by a long range Fisher. And yeah, Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage and Earthshaker are two roaming supports that go very well hand in hand because both of them have some of the longest range initiation spells, the Concussive Shot and then the Fisher. So very effective at ganking, very effective at catching people off guard or even as a defensive kind of support. So right now, after the second round of bans, first pick goes to Team 2ez. And yeah, seeing the Lycan and Witch Doctor, they might go for another core right now, actually. Okay, Nature's Prophet, there we go. Very push-oriented kind of core. Sometimes you see Nature's Prophet played as a farming hero. You let Nature's Prophet jungle and then get him to participate in ganks. But I think the true power of Nature's Prophet is to be able to force your opponent to go into a lose-lose situation. Either they abort a team fight and defend, or they take the team fight and lose a tower. So that's what Nature's Prophet does. The big rat, the flying rat, big split pusher, that 20-second teleport anywhere on the map allows for lose-lose situations wherein you're guaranteed to take a trade. So, okay, Ember Spirit is picked up. Yeah, decent counter to Nature's Prophet, actually. And even to Lycan's pushing capability, because Lycan's Wolves at level 4 have an 80% magic resistance, I think. But Ember Spirit's Sleight of Fist is physical damage. So, those wolves, once Ember Spirit has items, they're not a problem. Nature's Prophet summons the treants, not a problem for the Ember Spirit. As long as the Ember Spirit gets a decent amount of farm, it should be okay. And earlier on, they did have a Naga Siren that had a decent amount of farm, quick amount of farm early on, actually. But yeah, they were disadvantaged by the Tinker. So before the Naga could even complete the Radiance, they had already been losing the game. So right now, they might be able to turn that around. They do have the Ember Spirit, and they have shown that they have a carry that can farm pretty well. So maybe the pace of this game might be different because there's no Tinker for now. Okay, so another core picked up by 2ez. Yeah, Alchemist. Alchemist is kind of unique. No, he's kind of like Wraith King, actually. Early game, you can play him as a support. The Acid Spray and the Unstable Concussion, actually, quite decent support skills. You can use the Acid Spray to zone out an enemy from a lane, and you can use Unstable Concussion for, of course, as a ganking spell. Pretty decent stun, pretty good range, and good amount of damage as well. So yeah, Alchemist can be used early on for ganking, but later on, you can transition Alchemist into a carry because of that Grievous Greed. Allows him to catch up in farm. If he wasn't farming in the early game, if he was playing as a support, then mid game, late game, you can have him farm and catch up pretty quickly with the Grievous Greed. So that's what Alchemist does. Kind of like a Wraith King, transitions into the late game quite easily. So useful through all the stages of the game. Not really too favored of a pick right now in this current meta. I think he's sitting at below 50% win rate, maybe at around 40-ish%. But yeah, the potential is still there. Right now, D2LNG has 27 seconds left on their reserve time, 25 right now. Okay, so Ancient Apparition, there we go. Ancient Apparition takes out a bit of the utility of the Alchemist. Yeah, the Alchemist ultimate is mostly regen. They nerfed Alchemist in the last 2 patches ago, as was it. Alchemist used to have an HP boost with his ultimate. Now they reduced that HP boost and instead replaced it with a regen. Yeah, but the regen is easily countered by the Ancient Apparition's Ice Blast, which negates any regeneration totally. So Alchemist might be in some trouble if he gets caught with that Ice Blast, because he's not really too tanky without that regeneration. And also a good counter to Nature's Prophet split push. The Ice Blast is a global ability, can take down creep waves if he has that early Aghanims or levels earlier on. So yeah, decent counter for everything right now. And of course, good early laner, tri-laner even. And the last bans for the game, Viper and Enigma. Okay, Viper for the laning and Enigma banned out as their big team fight hero, their turnaround hero. So Yeah, no Enigma for this game, but Tidehunter is still up. So D2Lang do have that option of picking up the Tidehunter instead. But the last pick for 2ez is gonna come out, a Luna. Okay, so they're very core intensive this game. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 cores actually. 3 of those heroes, definite cores. The Alchemist support can transition into a core, so it might be a hard late game for D2Lang. And at the same time, on the opposite side of that, 2ez4us might have difficulty getting their cores up online, all of them, because all of them are farm hungry. The Nature's Prophet needs farm, the Luna needs farm, and the Laika needs quite a bit of farm as well. So, you know, if they're dividing resources amongst these resource hungry heroes, then they might not take off the way they want to be. However, yeah, D2Lang still does have a decently balanced lineup. The Omni Knight guaranteed for a bit of defense. The Sand King pickup, yeah, good defensive capability actually when executed correctly. Still played by Shailene. Yeah, Shailene. Same Sand King earlier on. And the Ancient Apparition can hold off creep waves, and especially the Ember Spirit. The Ember Spirit, Sleight of Fist, yeah, can wipe out creep waves once he has maybe 2 Battle Furies and Crystallis. So we might see a late game victory for Team D2Lang, because Ember Spirit is one of those heroes that actually scale very, very well into the late game when he gets lots of damage dealing items. So we'll have to see where this game goes. On the other side, the other team does have a lot of carries, core heroes, so it can go either way towards the late game. But early game advantage, I would definitely have to give it to the Lycan. Give it to the Lycan unless they can put a lot of pressure against the Lycan with ganks from maybe the Sand King and the Ancient Apparition. So, okay, right now we're going to have the resume, the unpause. And as we go into the game, we'll have our introductions.
Okay, so thank you, Coach. For those just tuning in, this is the second match in a best of 3 series between D2Lang and 2ez4us. 2ez4us is a newcomer to the Silver League. They have been promoted from the Bronze League, and they just moved to the Silver League, and they had to fight Dot/Slash as their first enemies. Dot/Slash is a winner from their last match. Oh, sorry, they are now known as D2Lang. Okay, so once again, I am still constantly confusing Dot/Slash with D2Lang because D2Lang was formerly known as Dot/Slash, and Dot/Slash is a lot more catchier. Sorry, it's a lot catchier. You know, it's a better name to the tongue. It's easier to pronounce or something. But anyway, we've been having some technical difficulties on the side of D2Lang. But yeah. Okay, into the introductions of the players, we have Janjan on the Lycan, Jerf on the Luna, Pompey on the Witch Doctor, 321 on Nature's Prophet, and Osh on the Alchemist. Meanwhile, for D2Lang, we have Meek playing as Razor, Shailene playing as Sand King. As Coach have indicated, it's the same players who played last time as Sand King. Tian Chan on the Omni Knight. What do you call this? Heart on the Ember Spirit, and Sad Face from the Ancient Apparition. Sad Face isn't registering right now on somebody. I think. Okay, I need to confirm who Sad Face is just to be consistent with our records. But anyway, so there you have it. Those are the teams. And while waiting for Sand King to connect, we'll be doing a little laning prediction from Coach and analysis as well.
All right. So from the looks of it, Team 2ez right now might be the ones looking for an early gank attempt. Right now, they don't have a courier though. Okay, so yeah, but the Alchemist has the Smoke of Deceit. The positioning is here. We see them, four of them, and the Alchemist from behind, moving in as a single block. Yeah, so they might go for the same smoke route that D2Lang went for earlier on, going here at the Radiant Jungle. So we'll have to see how D2Lang position themselves. Maybe they won't see this coming, but maybe they will. So let's see how the laning goes out. But after the initial movement, we should see perhaps a Nature's Prophet mid going up against the Razor mid, and then off lane. Let's see who could be off lane here. The Sand King can be off lane. The Sand King does have that invisibility with the Sandstorm, and the Omni Knight isn't really too good of an offlaner assist. So we might see an Omni Knight Ancient Apparition with the Ember Spirit tri-lane. But no, well, they're moving together here. Maybe to get those wards down. The wards are on the Ancient Apparition and the Omni Knight, one of them, one each. The Omni Knight is gonna take the off lane, but right now the smoke attempt.
Okay, a smoke attempt coming in from 2ez4us. I think they went out. Okay, so that explains it, Coach. Did you actually mention this earlier?
Yeah.
That okay. So I don't. Although I am very skeptical if they will be able to pull it off. They have what? The two heroes who are I don't know. It's hard to expect this.
No, they're doing it. It's gonna go down.
Okay. It's gonna go down. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's going to be an early Roche here, and a little pretend mind games. They're coming in from the Lycan as they take away the Roche at the -0-1 mark. Okay, so this is actually the first Roche of our game.
Okay, so
I just recorded that right now. So we see here, yeah, Coach, can you take over the laning phase? Because well, it's going to be a rather odd laning, probably an awkward laning phase for D2LNG, since they actually probably are now, what do you call this? They are now feeling a little bit demoralized because somebody just took their Roche pit, the Roche EGs at -0-1 seconds.
Yeah, that's an early bit of level advantage. But right now, the Lycan, even at level 2, got zoned out by the Ember Spirit a bit there. So, yeah, the Ember Spirit is actually quite a good laner, especially here in the mid lane, melee versus melee. The Ember Spirit might have an okay time dealing with this Lycan despite the EXP disadvantage earlier on, because the Lycan has quite a bit of capability with that Flame Guard. Yeah, he should get that level in Flame Guard up. He has a move speed advantage. Yeah, 310 against 35. So a bit of an advantage right there for Ember Spirit with naturally, despite the level EXP disadvantage. So let's see how this plays out. A lot of this will also be the skill, actually, will be a great factor in determining what happens to this mid lane. Level 3 and level 4, close enough. Not gonna be an issue, but yeah, let's check the off lanes. Again, it's going to be a tri-lane scenario. Not two tri-lanes heads up, but a tri-lane versus a solo offlaner in both sides. The Omni Knight managed to get to a level 3, not bad. So they haven't been zoning out this Omni Knight too much. The other supports, yeah, level 3, level 2, those are just from the early Roshan levels. So not much EXP going the way of those two supports, and maybe a bit of wasted time.
Hang on, the top lane we see an engagement here, and the Nature's Prophet was actually taken down by the Sand King, Ancient Apparition, and the Razor. Again, the Ancient Apparition's Chilling Touch was a big help during that first blood claim, because Nature's Prophet isn't really tanky. He is only sitting at 568 HP, and the moment that you disable Nature's Prophet, he's essentially sitting duck.
Yeah, so Nature's Prophet is typically an offlaner, but you put him on the offlane because you want him to get EXP earlier on. The EXP transition into levels, which transition into moving about and using trends to split push. Not Nature's Prophet, not really gold dependent in that stage of the game. So yeah, you have to play carefully as the Nature's Prophet until you get some sort of defensive item, maybe a blink. Until then, you play safely. You look for opportunities to be able to teleport and assist in ganks. Yeah, so if you play unsafe like that, you're definitely gonna get killed, especially against a tri-lane with an Ancient Apparition and and the stun and the razor dealing lots of magic damage. Right now, the mid lane, we see a level 4 versus a level 5, soon to be a level 5 versus level 5. This Lycan seems to be having a bit of difficulty getting zoned out by the Ember Spirit. The Ember Spirit does have higher levels of Searing Chains picked over higher levels of Flame Guard. It's an okay choice because Lycan doesn't really have any magic dealing spells. All of his damage dealing capabilities lie in his right clicks and the Wolves' right clicks, which are all physical. So yeah, avoiding the Flame Guard in exchange for the Searing Chains might not be a bad choice. But however, the Lycan right now has an invisibility. I think it might have been, yeah, it should have been spotted by this ward. So this ward right now doing a lot of work for this Ember Spirit. But we have an attempt right now. The Witch Doctor is gonna stun the Ember Spirit. The Lycan does have that Shapeshift.
Okay, what? Oh, the middle lane. Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't able to follow that. Sorry, I was looking at the top lane because Sand King was actually diving the Nature's Prophet. But I guess, yeah, the middle lane, wonderful job there from the Witch Doctor. And now Witch Doctor is gonna come across Shaylene. Shaylene has a stun. He has a Sandstorm at level 2. The Lycan isn't much of a threat, I believe, because the Lycan doesn't have any disable. So the moment that Witch Doctor throws his, Sand King could have actually replied back if he had any response from his teammates, but he didn't get any, and Nature's Prophet with that Sprout, with that Teleport rather, is just going to be a beast on ganking. It's going to be all omnipresent in a manner of speaking. So no engagement there, but it disengages. And this Ember Spirit throws in the Searing Chains on Janjan. He has a Sleight of Fist. He can actually throw the Flame Guard there when he actually threw the Searing Chains. And now he decides to throw it up, getting blocked with a creep. He wants to go for the Searing Chains. He actually wants to pull it off, but he actually was not out. It was actually out of range there. It just decides to throw the Sleight of Fist there on Janjarino to get the Aegis. Now for 3-2-1, TPing in on top of the Ember Spirit, goes for the auto attacks. Janjarino doesn't have didn't go for the auto attacks on the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit was just, he could actually just escape with the Fire Spirit. That's the biggest escape mechanism that's going for him. So nothing's going to happen there. We see the rune getting scouted. A wolf is actually in position to get the to destroy the spawning rune should it spawn at the bottom lane, and it doesn't. So Lycan gets double damage rune at the top lane, and it's going to sustain him longer here in the middle. Oh, a lot of we see some items coming in for the courier. Alright, so it's I think somebody's building a treads. Oh, I think it's the alchemist. Oh no, it's the Lycan. So it was already sitting at the treads right now, and there you have it.
Alright, so 6 minutes into the game, let's take a look at the stats. The Luna and Razor sitting at the top with around 37 last hits. So this Razor is getting equally farmed right now. Just as farmed as the Luna. So that means that this Omni Knight actually at level 6 doing an okay job. Not really getting zoned out by the tri lane. This Nature's Prophet, he died once, but right now managed to catch up also at level 6. These two supports here gonna do a gank attempt right now. The Lycan, I think. Yeah, the Lycan is sitting pretty confidently at the mid. Might not be aware of the smoke gank.
But the thing is, they have to lock him down because the moment he pulls off the Metamorphosis, the Shapeshift, it's going to be harder for him. Ember Spirit is in danger of dying to the auto attacks there because of the ultimate of Nature's Prophet, and actually falls to the Wolves. And now Ancient Apparition falls as well. Very bad play there coming from D2LNG. They underestimated the amount of damage coming in from the Lycan, who had a double damage rune at the time. So this is actually 2ez4us is executing their plays smoothly right now. They were able to take down two heroes with just they were able to take down two heroes against 3. But I believe that D2LNG was able to take a revenge kill there by taking off the Lycan, who had a spree just by auto attacks from Shaylene. So wonderful play there from Shaylene. However, the Dire's Courier did die. At the moment, we see an engagement there. Meek getting repelled. Just chasing down the Witch Doctor there with Eye of the Storm, and the Witch Doctor does fall. That's two heroes for D2LNG right after the Lycan dies, and well, that's something going for them. They actually were able to close the gap from 1-4 to 3-2, and get ahead of Team 2ez with 2 points in that last engagement.
Yeah, so that's actually a big win for Dito Lang, I think. Right now, the Sand King has a Blink Dagger, and he jumped 2 levels. Yeah, 2 levels. Almost 3 levels, actually, by killing the Lycan solo. So he has that epicenter. Right now, engagement happening on mid. The Ember Spirit shouldn't pursue this, though.
The Dangerous Prophet should be... sorry, what the middle lane? Dangerous Prophet? Oh, okay.
No, the Ember Spirit.
Ember Spirit, okay. So the Ember Spirit is... The biggest danger for Ember Spirit is that he is constantly unaware of the ultimate of the Nature's Prophet. You know, whenever the Nature's Prophet casts his ultimate, the Ember Spirit has his Flame Guard off, and this just decimates the hit points there on the Ember Spirit. Just keeps him low whenever he engages on top of the Lycan, and the Lycan has absolutely big damage here. You have the Wolves, you have the Howl, and when you're Ember Spirit, you have to be aware of those little things in life. You know, you have to be always utilizing your flame guard to its full potential, else you won't last in battles.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, the Luna managed to take down the bottom tier 1 tower of Dito Lang. However, we have an Ice Blast coming in, gonna hit the Witch Doctor, and the Sand King right there, following up with the damage. The Ember Spirit finishes up with a Sleight of Fist. The Lycan is gonna run away. He does have the Shapeshift though. The Ember Spirit right now, he has the level 3 Searing Chains. Should be able to catch the... miscast right now. Casts at the wrong timing.
They're really trying to chase down a Lycan who has his ultimate.
Yeah,
this is just a big waste of time.
Yeah, unless you have the burst coming in, the Razor. You need the Razor, maybe the Sand King. At least one of those, in addition to the Ember Spirit and Omni Knight, actually, because you want to burst him down. If you're not gonna burst him down within the lockdown, their only solid lockdowns actually are the Sand King and the Ember Spirit. Right now, we have.
Right now, we might see an engagement here in the middle lane. Tower's taken down by the Rage and stun from the Alchemist on top of the Omni Knight pulls it off. This is so unnecessary right now because nobody is there to back them up. Searing Chase on top of the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor will die there. Repel on top of the Ember Spirit. He can actually re-engage, but no bottles there, no mana for Ember Spirit. So at least they were able to take down a support, but a support for the tower, always a good exchange in my book. Sand King is keeping up with the kills. Epicenter getting casted on top of the Lycan. It's going down there. He was able to successfully cast it, but will miss. The Shapeshift did save the Lycan's life there. Now he has no mana to survive. Luna TP's in with the ultimate Eclipse, taking down the Sand King. And now more TP is coming in. You see the Witch Doctor now respawning. Is now going for a revenge kill. He doesn't have this ultimate yet, but the paralyzing cast, if it will be able to find the right bounces on these heroes, this might actually
falls again to the Wolves.
Okay. So the Wolves doing a good job there. Meanwhile, the top lane 3-2-1 is getting sapped of his attack damage. Negative 99, negative 120, negative 141, negative 162. Finally, Meek is sitting at 168 damage for him. And now we see the Luna with a smoke. He's just rushing towards the Razor. They want to take this down. The Shapeshift will be in cooldown in 54 seconds. But the Witch Doctor and the Alchemist going for the wrap around. Mick is in danger there. No Maledict needed to kill Mick here. Just all of the attacks and the disable stuff might come down from the Alchemist. Will be able to take him down. And now Dito Lang is once again in a very bad position.
Yeah, so far they've lost all of their tier 1 towers.
Yeah, okay. Oh, apparently Dito Lang is playing in the shop. Oh, by the way, Coach, I remember that one of our community members did say that whenever I cast the team fights, I should be more excited. So I'm going to try that.
All right.
So apparently I sound like a sad clown or something.
But it's kind of hard because getting excited means you kind of have a bias somewhere at least. So but anyway, we're just newbie amateur casters, so maybe we'll find the right balance somewhere.
Oh, while we're on the pause, Coach, can you look at Dito Lang's icon near the base? I'm noticing something odd and rather suggestive. But I have to ask for your opinion.
Which one?
Right here. Look at the one on the base.
The one on the floor? This one?
Yeah, it's spelled as dito lang. It's kind of a subliminal arrow in the L, and it's pointing into something odd. Although it might just be me.
It's
I have a
just
very
you.
it's just me.
It means it's pointing here, just here,
Oh,
right?
okay,
It's
so
an
it's
arrow.
saying that
It's pointing here, dito
okay,
lang.
okay, it's just me.
Yeah,
I
it's
have a
just
very
you. You're looking for things that
sorry.
aren't there, you know.
Yeah, thank you, coach. What do I have to ask? So anyway, just a little bit of icebreaker while we're waiting for the pause is well, it's my job as I'm the one who's what we do, coach. We have to be very we have to be brutally um I can't find the word. Strict is not the word. Firm
Yeah.
about certain things, yeah.
So right
Okay.
now we're gonna see the Alchemist and Witch Doctor get hit. At least the Alchemist and Witch Doctor, yeah, they're definitely gonna get hit by the Ice Blast.
Mm-hmm.
The Luna might move into the Ice Blast range. The Lycan is probably gonna get out of the Ice Blast range. But it's gonna hit the Witch Doctor and Alchemist, I think. So the Witch Doctor will immediately be reduced to half, actually, if he gets hit by that Ice Blast. So, what do you think can happen from this point onwards?
Well, what I think would happen is that the ice blast will find its target, but nobody on the Dar team right now is capable of engaging on top of these five heroes essentially. So we have four heroes here, but the teleportation on the Nature's Prophet, oh, it's not getting cooldown. So I think for the next 15 seconds they will be safe. The Eclipse is still on cooldown. The Alchemist doesn't have his ultimate. The Witch Doctor has. So, but the Leica doesn't have a shape shift. So the question right now is if this Sand King will be able to close the gap within the next near cooldown ultimate from the Radiant team. They might actually pull off an epicenter on top of a slight fisted shearing chain
But the epicenter
enemy
is on
pool.
cooldown. The epicenter is on cooldown.
Oh, it is. Oh, well, it's not going to look good for D2LNG right now. They will be probably be waiting that out, unless the Ember Spirit will be able to pull off. What's that? A Fire Remnant spam. What some players do is that they wait for the 3 charges. They don't actually use it as a what do you call this? A beacon to return to the fountain. What they do is they spam it during a team fight, just
Yeah.
land all the damage. So it's going to be right now 300 damage from the. I think it's a location in the target.
Really?
Is it? I'm not really sure.
No, that's Meepo.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
So yeah, exploding them for an area. No, it's the remnant. The remnant is the one that explodes and deals damage. So it's just in one place. So it's going to be 300 damage by throwing out 3 fire remnants. But I think that puts you in a very dangerous position. The Luna Eclipse actually is on cooldown. Actually cast it a while ago in the tier 1 push. Hit nobody actually. Yeah, so it's off cooldown, but I'm not sure if D2LNG are aware of that. The Razor, however, is unfortunately dead. If they had the Razor, they might have the potential to really turn this team fight around. Because the Razor is the one that carries the mech, has a level 4 plasma field already, so potential to deal a lot of burst damage right there. Especially since the Ancient Apparition ult is gonna hit 2, maybe 3 of them right from the get-go. Let's see where this goes, because they actually see the Omni Knight. The Omni Knight is actually visible right now from the wolf right here. The Lycan wolf over here should spot out the Omni Knight now.
Okay, so team will get resumed. We will see if our predictions are correct. So this is definitely an imminent team fight. The entire Radiant team is smoked. Oh, wait, hang on. Last minute. What? Oh, okay. So we, I don't know what's happening.
Okay, I think they're waiting for the player to come back into the game. To get into the game, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. They should be ready.
Okay. Everybody's saying ready, so G, resume, go resume, and D2LNG will probably resume in a few seconds now, I'm guessing. Let's give them, okay, it's not going to be now, all right. Okay, so Ice Blast is on its way, Smoke coming in, they're chasing after the Omni-Knight goes for the repel, they won't be able to lock him down. Ember Spirit is going in, is going to find the kill on the Witch Doctor. Luna is going to be next on the Flame Guard, and Sand King is actually going for the Borrow Strike into a Sandstorm. Now the Shapeshift is still in cooldown for the next 50 the Generation Aura, closing down the gap between the Sand King and the Omni Knight, and the Sand King actually misses the stun. Meanwhile, the Lycan is able to kill the Ember Spirit with the micromanagement. They're using the Wolves. Oh, the Lycan will be able to find a double damage rune. And will the Borrow Strike be enough? Yes. 290 gold right there. The Lycan did a little bit of misplay. I think he misclicked. He could have actually used the double damage rune, pop one charge of the bottle to sustain him for a few more seconds, and then use the shapeshift to escape. So D2LNG doing a little bit of good play there, but however, the Lycan didn't necessarily lose a lot of gold during its death. Was able to get a killing spree from the Ember Spirit during that last team fight.
Yeah. So good for D2LNG. They actually did take on 3-4-1. It was a 3-4-1, right? They lost the Ember Spirit to the Lycan, but the Lycan also fell, and so did the Luna. So they're taking care of quite a few of the cores of D2LNG. If we check the deaths right now, the Luna is actually sitting at 3 deaths, equal to the Ember Spirit, but the Lycan is also 2. So that's a total of 5 deaths combined for their cores. And Ember Spirit has died 3 times, but let's check the net worth so far for all of the heroes. Yeah, the top heroes are right now Lycan, Luna, and Nature's Prophet. Kind of expected. The Ember Spirit is actually sitting quite behind in the farm, 3,200. Not the hero you would want to be behind in farm on. The highest farm actually goes to the Omni Knight, who's in the off lane. This is quite odd. Omni Knight doesn't quite need items. Maybe the good item he would need is an Aghanim Scepter, just to make sure that you have team fight staying capability. But yeah, the Omni Knight is ahead in gold for some reason. Is it the last hits? No, it may be in part due to the hero kills, and as well as the Sand King. The Sand King got a couple of kills off. So
and now, I have a question for you. Does the Fire Remnant give a vision? Oh, hang on. They actually initiate upon the Lycan. Lycan is forced to shapeshift to escape. He doesn't have a haste rune. Surprise, it's just a shapeshift. Okay, so, but however, he still has a double damage rune from earlier. And now, after that last engagement there, trying to chase down the Lycan, we see the D2LNG heroes are actually spent a considerable amount of mana. And the Arcane Boots it's a good thing that they had the Arcane Boots though, so they were able to restore it. Now the question is, how will D2LNG push against the Nature's Prophet? Because the Nature's Prophet and the Lycan are both rat heroes.
Yeah.
So
I think D2LNG don't really have potential to push in the early game. So what I think they should do right now is maybe match 2ez's team fight capability, go head to head, just kill as many people as they can and drag it to the late game. It's going to be it's really gonna be dependent on their late game. They're really gonna have to bank on this on the Ember Spirit getting a lot of farm, being able to one-shot creep waves with the Sleight of Fist, and then maybe later on they can transition into powerful late game, especially since the Lycan starts to fall off at around the 30-minute mark. But right now we have a big engagement gonna come in.
Indeed, there they find the Ancient Apparition alone. Stun from the Alchemist going to take the Ancient Apparition down. Luna throws in the Eclipse, finds a kill on the Razor right now. The Omni Knight actually used his repel on himself. What? He should have used it on the Razor, I believe. Now Ember Spirit is on the run. He has enough fire, so he has 2 Fire Remnants there to escape, and actually goes towards the middle ramp there. Wonderful juke, I believe. He has a TP rune that can TP back to safety, but yeah, he decides to farm a little bit before he goes away, and he's actually in danger of dying should the Radiant team decide to ganking. But no, the Ranged team decides to go for the Roche. They will be able to take this Roche quite fast enough. The Ice Blast coming in from the Ancient Apparition, they know it's there. not going to be that significant damage, given that Ancient Apparition is sitting on a level 1 Ice Blast. So it's not going to hurt that much, and the Witch Doctor has enough mana on him to restore the hit points lost during an Ice Blast, during the Ice Blast duration. So dito lang is in a little bit of a conundrum right now.
Yeah. Looking at the net worth, the top 3 are the Lycan, Luna, and Nature's Prophet. Kind of as expected, despite the death.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Another engagement there. Meek has the repel this time, going for the static on the Lycan. Lycan's going to escape there. They're able to take down the Witch Doctor, which is well expected. Now the Alchemist goes down as well, and they might actually go for the push at the middle lane. So a little bit careless there, but mind you, it was 3v5. While everything was happening, Luna was just happily farming away jungle. He's now sitting at 2,700 gold. Might be a Manta style.
Yeah, the Nature's Prophet actually has a Necro 3 right now. So that might spell GG for the second towers of Team D2LNG actually. So
okay, we see.
Does the Lycan have shapeshift? No, but the Luna is there. So gonna provide some assist.
It doesn't have nobody in the Radiant team. The cores have their ultimates ready. Witch Doctor has this though, as well as the Alchemist. So they might actually go for a push here. Nature's Prophet is in danger of dying. Does he have a blink? No, he doesn't have. A blink coming in from the Sand King, but a little bit of he actually lacked a little bit of APM there, and he missed an initial Barrow Strike. So now we see the static coming in from Razor. Teleportation from the Nature's Prophet not going to be enough, not going to be able to escape in time, and he will fall. But this is at the cost of the dire teams of D2LNG's middle tier 2 tower. And a deny, I think. Oh, this is so bad. Not only was the Rage team able to take down the middle tier 2, they were also able to take down the top tier 2. The Dire team wasn't able to deny it, and Omni Knight falls. Razor has the repel, but it doesn't have the HP, doesn't have the damage to respond back to the ganks from the Radiant team. And now Lycan is in the middle lane. He has the Aegis though. He has the shape shift up. Yes, he can actually easily escape this. He doesn't have his there's no ultimates, or sorry, no lockdowns coming in from D2LNG right now. So it's going to be a safe getaway here for the Lycan. Witch Doctor is coming in. He has a cast. This is the first Witch Doctor in this series that I have seen with no Maledict, by the way. Now Luna is just walking away. She used her ultimate earlier, so she will now TP back home. She has 1,400 HP gold. So this is a very, very one-sided game once more. And as I have said, if 2ez4us will be able to keep up the momentum in the next few minutes of the game, they might be, I'm not saying, it's a possibility that the engine might find them qualified for the gold bracket, and they might actually start facing off with one of our more frequent players. Now Osh is getting spotted here. He throws his ultimate but doesn't have enough HP to survive. He has a mechanism there, giving additional 200 HP. Fire Remnants coming in from the Ember Spirit. It's going to Searing Chain 2 heroes, and 2 heroes will fall. Alchemist and the Witch Doctor die. It's a very good pickup there, and yeah. Nature's Prophet's now on the run. 3-2-1 is getting chased down. He tries to teleport out, but silly Nature's Prophet. That's not how you escape when going against a Sand King. So you will die now. Meek has the Eye of a Storm duration still up. The Lycan has his ultimate. He has an Illusion Rune on him, but I believe he's going for a Heart of the Rast. Seeing that the Reaver has 2,200 gold, something was bought. It's a recipe. So yes, it is a Heart of the Rast for the Lycan. So, Coach, what do you think that we might actually see a turnaround for D2LNG?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. They're really gonna have to bring this past the 35-minute mark, where the Lycan starts to fall off because of a lack of damage amplification skill. Yeah. So, and the Ember Spirit, however, the Sleight of Fist actually does do quite a lot of damage later on, but he really needs to get those damage items up, and to do that, they really need to get the ganks going on here in the bottom lane.
Yes, thank you, Coach. Yeah, Epicenter coming in from Shaylin there on the Nature's Prophet. The Sandstorm there, Mechanism from the Alchemist saves Nature's Prophet there, Witch Doctor replies with an ultimate. The Death Ward was able to drop the Sand King and the Omni Knight down to a significant amount of HP. half of his of the HP right there actually. Now Ember Spirit might actually die there. He went for the Luna. The Luna had the ultimate, and it was actually a 2-1-2, no creeps whatsoever. And the Luna, of course, will win against a 1v1 fight. I don't know why I said 2-2, but against a 1v1 fight without creeps, it's Juggernaut or Luna are the ones who always win.
Yeah. Especially since he went against an Eclipse without the Flame Guard on.
Oh crap. Ember Spirit, why are you so silly? Don't you know what the Flame Guard is for?
No, I
mean,
think he ran out of mana.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I actually saw his mana pool. It didn't have enough.
He actually has an issue with mana management right now because he doesn't have the Perseverance, which keeps his mana up. He has the drums though, but still. Ember Spirit is quite a mana intensive hero since his skills have a bit of a low cooldown. Searing Chains, 110 mana, but only 8 seconds cooldown. And if you spam that quite a lot, then you're gonna drain your mana pool. And before you know it, suddenly you have no mana to cast your Fire Remnant teleport. So you get caught into bad positions like that. Or you could have escaped, but you didn't because you didn't have the mana.
Okay, so now we see a push coming in from all fronts. We have Nature's Prophet pushing at the bottom lane, some of his strengths pushing in the middle, and the Lycan is handling the top with help from illusions. So this is absolutely so much pressure here for D2LNG. What D2LNG needs to do to be able to push this off is pick somebody from some lanes. And now we see Chase actually finding its target on the Jangerino there. Transitions to Shapeshift. Pompey goes for an ultimate. He doesn't have the Maledict, which is really bad, and Pompey falls. Omni-Knight throws his ultimate. Jangerino still has his ultimate, though. He's still a wolf. He's trying to run, but he gets locked on by the Sand King. He falls. And at the bottom lane, I don't know what happened. Nothing happened at the bottom lane, by the way, so they just want to continue with a push. So Luna wasn't there during that team fight, which is big, by the way. Had she been there, and because there weren't creeps during the time that that D2LNG engaged, they might actually have won that fight. Oh, at the bottom lane, we see Osh getting wonderful use there from somebody. I think it's from, I don't know. Okay, it's from Sand King. They're going to find the kill on Osh definitely, and he falls. So a lot of misplays here coming in from 2ez.
Yeah, dot slash is actually quite coordinated this time. Because their supports weren't neutered too much in the early stage of the game. They do have some fighting capability, and they've really been taking the team fight so far, even if they are behind in terms of gold. So if we check the gold graph, yeah, it's 15,000 in favor of 2ez, but a lot of that is attributed to the 6 towers down. So that's 6 towers and 2 Roshas taken, I believe. Yeah. So if you add that up, that's around maybe 9,000, 10,000 of that is due to the towers. A lot of farm though, yeah, in advantage because of those last hits. But still, the killing potential and the team fight potential is there for D2LNG. As long as they keep executing this, they keep giving room for the Ember Spirit to farm up and get bigger and bigger items, then D2LNG still does have a comeback potential. The Ember Spirit is kind of like Tinker in the sense that it's going to be hard for you to go high ground against an Ember Spirit, but right now the Lycan is seen right here.
Yes, thank you, coach. We might actually get we might see an engagement. Luna is near. Nature's Prophet has a teleportation up. Witch Doctor and Alchemist are not too far behind, so this might actually be a push at the bottom lane. Might be an engagement more or less. Nature's Prophet spamming his ultimate is now doesn't have any mana right now for a Sprout, yet he TPs to the top to maintain the push. It's not going to be a 4v5 at the bottom lane. The Ember Spirit is recharging himself at the fountain, so Luna is just being a beast there, attacking the lanes, attacking the tower. Meek drops his HP down there. Ember Spirit dives. His HP drops a really low level right there just from the Luna auto attacks. Tianchan is in danger of dying. His ultimate was casted. Omni-Knight has the Guardian Angel in place, but the Witch Doctor falls, and now it's going to be a 4v4. Ancient Apparition falls as well. Osh has his ultimate. Everybody's just going at just minding each other's fights here. Osh is trying to run away. Ember Spirit goes for the Slider Fist. Mick is in danger of dying. Jangerino doesn't have his ultimate threat out. If somebody locks him down, they will actually take kill. Now Luna is falling, dominating streak, going to the Sand King. So an additional, let's say, an additional, sorry, 294 gold now. Sand King is the only one who has the lockdown here. Tianchan dives and has Legend Aura in place. Meek goes for the auto attacks. They might find a kill on the Alchemist. Ice Blast just missing everybody. Oh, he finds a hit on the Lycan there. Lycan is auto-attacking the Omni-Knight, but he won't be able to chase him down because of Legend Aura. And now, oh, the Alchemist is still alive after all this time. Shaylin and Meek are just spending too much time going here, while the Nature's Prophet takes out the top tier 3 tower. Lycan is still alive. He is taking the barracks down. The bottom range barracks is dead. Now only the range barracks is live. 2/3 HP heal coming in from Tianchan. Witch Doctor throws in Death Ward. Will they be able to find a kill on Meek? No, not really. Shapeshift there. Oh, one last attack there. They're going to escape. Witch Doctor hesitates to attack. So it's going to be... Oh, Lycan was still killed after all that. I don't know why. Ancient Apparition is having a hard time trying to defend it with the Nature's Prophet. Ancient Apparition not really a hero who has an AoE. So now 2 lanes are broken. Melee Barracks' top lane has fallen. Ember Spirit takes down the Alchemist, going for the Witch Doctor. Shaylin finds the stun there. But no, does anybody have a TP? With Sand King and Omni Knight have the TP, but I don't know why nobody's TPing. Omni Knight decides to walk towards top lane, but it's too late. Both barracks are down. An extremely extended team fight right there, and now Sand King might actually go for 2ez4us. Let's have the Borrow Strike S, but he doesn't have the blink. Won't be able to find the kill there, and Tianchan is just not in position to throw in additional burst damage. I think he was trying to chase him down. Ember Spirit though, I think if he just ran towards the Nature's Prophet and maybe tried to Fire Remnant himself in, throw a Steering Chain, maybe they could have been able to lock him down. But mind you guys, even though if 2 racks are down for the Dire team, we see a 12-24 skill score in favor of D2LNG, so that might actually be something. What do you think, Coach?
Right now, okay, so the gold graph is kind of evened out, even if they lost 2 towers. But okay, the Ember Spirit might just fall right now.
Yeah, actually, Ember Spirit falls to Orchid Malevolence spot, and now the Luna falls to the Razor. 2 heroes are down for D2LNG, however, so Razor and the Omni Knight are alone here. Razor is sitting at 140 damage. That's a big play coming in from the Sand King, going for the epicenter here, and just constantly dropping the HP of 2 other heroes. It's going to be a 3-4-2. Now Witch Doctor is on the run without his Maledict. Why you should always have a Maledict Witch Doctor. And now they're trying to chase down the Lycan. Lycan doesn't have a Shapeshift there. Shaylin goes for the stun at the side. In the side lane, we see Razor taking down the Witch Doctor. Janjanino, what the hell are you doing? You're trying to run, I know, but you should actually body block the enemies with your wolves, and now the tower is still here to defend Janjarino. Shaylin doesn't have enough mana. Now he does. He might actually go for the stun here. Finds the stun. Meanwhile, the melee barracks at the bottom lane for the Dark team has fallen. Razor is just tapping 234 damage on the wolf. They just need to lock this wolf down, and they do. The Plastic Field finds a target there. Alchemist going in with a TP, throws in a premature stun. Buyback coming in from Lycan. They want to go for the kill there. Lycan is somewhere. Oh, he TP'd in. He has a boost of travel there. TP's right beside the Omni Knight. Now Razor still sitting at big damage. Now Static Link sapping up a lot more HP once again. Now sitting at 168. Orchid Malevolence on the Nature's Prophet. Mick is about to fall. 978 gold there for Nature's Prophet. And now Lycan finds the kill on Tianchan. Nature's Prophet has a double kill with just the auto attacks, and Luna is in the middle lane. She already has the push advantage. She has the Manta on cooldown. She has the BKB. This tower might actually fall. No fortification for the Tsar team. Only 3 heroes are alive. Razor isn't one of them. Ember Spirit is going close, moving in for the kill. Throws in the Steering Chain a little bit too late there. Not going to be able to lock down the Luna. Shapeshift again up and running on the Lycan. He's just chasing everybody down. Buybacks coming in from D2LNG. Now Luna was able to find the kill in the tower. Oshis might actually fall down with the epicenter. Wonderful play there from Shaylin. Drops 2 heroes. The Lycan is out of position. Ice Blast coming in from Ancient Apparition. Not going to find any target. Luna is going to the top lane. Razor is chasing down the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet blinks out. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, they were able to take down the Lycan. But the Lycan was able to take down the ranged barracks at the middle lane. They're just chasing down Shaylin, Luna, and the Nature's Prophet. Auto attacks and Eclipse was used, and Shaylin just fall. It's a monster kill streak with 1,000 1,112 gold. They're going for Luna. Now Razor has the repels, trying to chase everybody down. Nature's Prophet TPs to the middle lane. He summons the Nature's Prophet, goes for the range barracks. Fortification finally on cooldown on D2LNG getting used. Now four heroes are now chasing down the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet is casually walking towards the bottom. He has the blink dagger up. He has the teleportation scroll on cooldown, and that will be the end of our very, very long engagement.
Yeah, so despite the kills definitely going the way of D2LNG, just because of that Nature's Prophet and Lycan pushing capability, we see that almost all of the Raxes, except for the middle melee racks of D2LNG of the Dire, have already fallen. Yeah, we take a look at the gold graph, 15,000. Yeah, that's almost all of that is due to the tower gold. Experience already ahead is D2LNG because of those kills. Yeah, they're winning in team fights, but they're losing in trades overall because yeah, you're going up against massive push potential. The Nature's Prophet and the Lycan will do that to you, and this is why the Lycan is a definite first ban.
And now Luna, Ember Spirit tries to go for the break, tries to break the tower. Oh, by the way, noticed it now. Not a single tower was pushed for the raid.
They haven't taken a tower yet, but this is the third Roche right now. This would be Cheese, and if Team 2ez take down this Roche, then it's definitely going to be GG because they can just start throwing bodies at the racks, and they're definitely gonna take this down if the Roche isn't contested. Right now, I think they see an opportunity to fight. The Ice Blast does connect.
On top two heroes, but Nature's Prophet is just being a bitch. Right? Oh, sorry, words. Manners, Ali. Okay, so the Nature's Prophet was able to find a hole during that standoff near the Roche pit, and he was able to take down one tier 4 tower, and that is big. That is big. If you have 2 lanes open, the tier 4 towers are the only hope you have in order for the enemy to be able to completely push. Now, Nature's Prophet throws with Sprout, Ember Spirit getting silenced with Orchid Malevolence, not going to be able to throw in a Fire Remnant for escape. And this is going to be a Roche for 2ez4us.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the GG push coming in from 2ez. They have the cheese, they have the Aegis, and there's just no way that Team D2LNG can defend against this. They can just throw bodies relentlessly against the melee barracks. They can suicide. They have 7 lives all in all. With the cheese and Aegis, that's 5 team members plus 2 revivals. That's 7 lives that they can just throw and attack these racks, and even if they take down 5, even if they take down 6, this rack is gonna go down. No way.
Okay, BKB and Mantis are popped by the Luna, and the damage from the Wolf is just giving her additional damage. This barrack is dead. Mega Crypt is up, and now this is definitely going to be the GG push. Mick has no way of surviving. He doesn't have enough HP. If he had a heart, it could actually survive all the auto attacks with the repel. And now Luna is just being a beast right now, auto attacking near the fountain. I see an engagement here near the Ancient, and Sand King actually falls. So this is going to be a GG. Oh, Omni-Knight goes for the last kill on top of the Witch Doctor. Razor goes for the sap of the damage, and now GG is being called by Shailene, and D2LNG concedes to 2ez4us, and 2ez4us takes the series at 2-0, and they will take the victory. Wonderful play there, wonderful execution from 2ez4us, and D2LNG is going to have to wait for their next chance at victory in the coming games.
Alright, so that's a victory for Team 2ez. Why is their name like that? Maybe it bugged out, the name bugged out. But yeah, either way, it's a 2-0 win for 2ez. Our engine might take this victory into consideration. Yeah, we do have our own engine because we're not able to access the Valve's API right now, their servers for data. So we do our own analysis and we process it through our top secret engine for now. And that's how we determine matchups to make sure that the balance and fairness of the teams playing against each other is pretty much even. Alright. So for tonight, it's too easy for us victory. And that concludes our games.